cafe owner has dedicated his life to helping Second World War veterans. Says he's desperate to find any still alive ahead of Remembrance Sunday this week.
Yeah, this is the story of Harold Payne. He owns the Anglia Motel in Lincolnshire, and he has spent 30 years taking veterans on trips back to places like Normandy and Arnhem.
He's raised £1 million. Sadly, all the ones he knows, all the veterans, have now died. But he won't give up trying to help those that remain, if any. Our East Midlands reporter, Will Hollis, with the story.
On the A17 in Lincolnshire, one cafe stands out. And not just because of the tank outside. For 30 years, Anglia Motel has been feeding hungry travellers.
Food's been fine, no problem at all. I'm a coach driver, so I come here quite regular.
Plenty of gravy. Liver was nice and tender.
It's very hot, actually. Just burnt myself.
The cafe is a profession, but behind it all is a passion that the owner Harold has spent a third of his life dedicated to. He's been helping Second World War veterans return to places like Normandy and Arnhem.
This is one of our first trips we ever took back to Normandy. This is 1990, and as you see here, all these old fellas there now, all veterans.
The cafe and D-Day Museum has raised more than £1 million for trips.
Seeing veterans come in my cafe, couldn't go back to Normandy, couldn't go back to Arnhem, couldn't go back to Dunkirk, because they haven't got enough money. People like me, it's our duty to remember them.
It was a conflict like no other. The catastrophic loss of life is unmatched in history, but now living memory of the war is slipping. Harold was just a child then. Next June is 80 years since the D-Day landings. Harold is giving out medals marking the anniversary, but all the veterans he knows are gone. On Remembrance Sunday, he's inviting any Second World War veterans, plus their families, to a special show and ceremony at the cafe. He's enlisted British Army veteran Simon to help. Today's job, getting the floodlights to work.
They've cut the cable inside this insert, so we just take these inserts out.
Simon served in 2-5 Field Regiment Royal Artillery. He lost friends while stationed in Belfast.
I can't forget that they served the country to protect the people of this country.
For some veterans, this remembrance might be their last. Harold's hoping he can help a few more before the generation is lost.
I've always told people over the years when I took them back, they all seem to be 10 years younger. When they got off the coach, they're a completely different kind of person.
Many who fought in the war never came home. This remembrance is a chance to remind those who did that they haven't been forgotten. Will Hollis, GB News in Lincolnshire.
Well done, that man, for caring so much about this. But that's a tradition which will come to an end. But then why can't they move it on to other conflicts?
Also other generations.
Yeah.
You know, it's still really important to take the young to Normandy, to take the young to Dunkirk and to the battlefields and all those incredible cemeteries.
Well, I've been to them all,
yeah.
And it is an amazing experience.
Yeah.
But trying to find someone to go with you who's actually interested in it.
Aww.
I mean, if I said to you, let's go for the weekend to Normandy and we'll walk around graveyards.
We'll talk about this. No, because my Belgian grandmother, her little town of Russelara is not far at all from Passchendaele. So growing up, we always visited
Passchendaele, World War I.
Yeah. And Ypres, right next to Ypres, which is where, of course, she met my British
I've been there when they play the
grandfather.
last post every night, so they do that. It's all very, very emotional.